Spell check and content editable. Two nice features in HTML5 is the spell check and the content editable. These are global attributes. That means they can be applied to pretty much every tag. Unfortunately, right now as I record this class, that's the summer of 2012, these two attributes are not fully supported in Firefox or Internet Explorer. However, Chrome, Safari, and Opera fully support this. The reason we're going over this is because these are two very useful attributes, and Internet Explorer and Firefox should support these soon enough. Let's take a look at the spell check attribute. Spell check is equal to true or false. So if we look at an example here, just a paragraph, set the attribute spell check is equal to true, and we misspelled spell check this sentence. So if I right click on the word, it gives me the option to change it. So I right click, and I select the word that I want to change it to. So you see it corrected my sentence for me. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a global attribute, meaning it can be applied to paragraph, body, div, really any attribute that goes in the body. The spell check attribute accepts only two values, either true or false. This is called a Boolean value. True or false, 1 or 0, yes or no. In this case, we're using true or false. Now let's go over content editable. There's a catch to using spell check. You must have an editable area first. So text areas, inputs, and text in editable areas are places where spell check can be used. Obviously, a text field or a text area is editable since you can add, delete, or modify your text. However, other parts of a web page are not editable. To allow other elements to become editable, we give them the content editable attribute and set its value to true. So looking at the example here, again we have a paragraph. Content editable is equal to true. Spell check is equal to true. And this will allow me to correct my sentence. Now what content editable does is it allows any section to actually be edited by the user. So if I wanted to highlight this, instead I wanted to write "You're awesome," but let's say I mistyped it. Right click, select the right one, "You're awesome." So not only did I get to put my own content in there, I also got to fix my spelling mistake. Now it's also important to know that your changes are not saved. So if you refresh your page, your changes will go back to normal and they will be misspelled. Any content that you did edit will also go back to whatever the default is on the page and it won't be saved. Just to show you what I mean, I'm going to refresh the page here. So you see I refreshed the page and the sentence that I wrote, "You're awesome," is now gone and is back to normal. Now remember that both of these attributes can be used on most elements, but you cannot use spell check on areas that are not editable. You can make most sections editable and then allow spell check on them. And that allows you to spell check the entire page if you like.